Could you imagine if our entire history was fabricated? And to add to the intrigue, what if Earth wasn't really Earth? I've pondered this idea before, suggesting that perhaps Earth was Mars, and Mars was Earth. Now I know this might sound a bit out there, but hear me out. As someone who often chats to the wall, I found myself delving deep into thoughts, spiralling through rabbit holes of free thinking. During these last few weeks, as I've been resting, I've been awakening more, like many others, and I've relished the freedom to question everything. It's been a wild ride, guys, hasn't it? Uncovering gaps in our ancient history that just don't add up. And when you start questioning everything, you realise that what society tells you to think isn't always the truth. I believe there was a sort of psychological operation within the truth community a while back, guiding us from one prescribed way of thinking to another. Dare to question, and you risk being labelled as false or misled. And that's when I realised what thinking independently wasn't exactly the popular choice. Like you see, it's a grand mystery. Now, I'm not claiming to be some sort of expert or an intergalactic traveller. I'm just a girl who taps into the spiritual realm, seeing beyond the confines of this dimension. And I've learned everything I know from my spirit guides in other realms. But tonight, as I ponder in conversation with the wall, I can't help but wonder, how do we truly know what we know? For me, it's always come back to the basics of what I've learned. My spiritual journey has been about trust, knowing that what I communicate with from the outer realms is truth, not just some sort of misguided info from a dark force trying to trick. Unlike when Jesus or Moses walked on this planet, we are now up against artificial technology that could intercept. Yes, trust has been my base for my telecommunications. And this has taken me years of trusting my spirit guides. And as any skilled medium will tell you, it takes all your senses to know what the information you receive is genuine to put it out there. Because we are living in such times of trickery. I believe nobody is immune to the snares of the devil. And one of the biggest ways, right, I believe that he can slither in and mislead people is through ego. You only need to watch some latest intel to see how arrogant some of these messengers are. I say arrogance, meaning if you question them, they normally say that they're the only ones with this information, or anyone who is talking about the same subject as them, they will say that you are a Trojan horse or you are false. My understanding of being a practicing medium all these years is true spiritual information that is meant to come to earth is not owned, or it's only for one person receiving it. It is for the collective. Just go back to ancient times if we look back at what Jesus said in the Bible. It was information that had to be put out there. It's for the collective. So as I say that, we are all the chosen ones, the messengers, to put out this information. Do you not agree, fellow psychics? So to stay on our true path, I have learned we must try to do our own work. Not to look for the truth on the outside, but to look within. We will then know by trusting our own minds, soul and bodies. Reaction to the information you receive is resonating with you. If not, it's not for your journey. It might be for somebody else's, but not for yours. You see, we get caught up in a world of being to find the truth, yet really only your truth is what really matters. The question is, how do we really know anything? And it's about trusting you. Before you can trust your spirit guides, you have to trust that you are receiving the information. We do not come with a handbook to earth knowing all of this. We know this in our higher self, but we have to remind ourselves and wake ourselves up to find this out. It takes years. Sometimes some people are lucky and it takes months. But I believe that wisdom comes from practice and keep practicing. Everybody's information is different. Everybody's way of doing this is different. You may want to write it down. You may receive it through like a medium does, or just that inner knowing. We are all different because I believe we are the hybrids. I believe that we did not evolve from monkeys. I believe we were brought here. That's why we all look different. What I want to say to you is that when you become to the level that we are all at now, there is so much crazy information out there. How do we really know what is true? How do we know? And there's a gap in society, and you've got truthers, you've got intel, and you've got the craziness. And you've got to be careful about if that craziness is real information. You have to understand that that might be on their path, on their journey, but you do not have to believe that. You see, we haven't come out of this matrix to then being forced into another way of thinking. I'm just the girl what talks to the wall, but what I'm saying to you is you have to question everything. Everything. And that's what the spiritual awakening is. The spiritual awakening is about finding your own true path. You just know what you know. I can't even put it into words. You feel it. Do you know what I mean? It's that inner knowing, that instinct, that animal instinct that we all have. We all have it. We have to navigate through this storm on earth, and it's crazy times. And each and every one of us is here to do what we need to do, but we are still living in a physical reality. Going to work, cooking, cleaning, looking after our families, working. But when the lights go dark and you are sitting there quiet at night time, are you like me? Do you question things? Everything. We even are at a state now in society when we are questioning, what are we eating? Is that really a burger? And it's called free thinking. We're up against this being stopped into the very near future. With everything what's happening in Scotland and Canada and everywhere else. It's about free speech. But what will come if this is blocked from free speech? They will start now on our thinking. And we have to keep a hold of that. We have to never let that stop. Because it's gone too far, guys. We are now out of this matrix. And this is why everything's gone crazy. This is why everybody's thinking different. You have to find your own truth. And it's what resonates with you. Not what resonates with the guy next door or the woman down the street. We have to stand on our own. You have to find your own truth. And you find it by feeling it. You just know it. Not everybody has the potential to talk to spirit. but everybody has the potential to know it. Through modern day society, we have had our feelings numbed and dumbed, because we could all do this when we were cavemen. We knew what time to get up. We didn't have clocks. We weren't told what date it was when we were cavemen. We have been born into a society now where we are told what year it is. We are literally told everything, and everything's ruled by numbers. Just remove yourself for one day and then start thinking differently. And then you start going looping down them bunny holes. Anything is possible. I sound croaky, guys, because I've lost my voice. But I'm okay, I don't have cold. Yeah, how do we really know? It's like, how do you know that if that guy loves you? Because you feel it. And it's the same with everything. When we were cavemen, we could use all them instincts. Modern day society took that all away from we. But there was a shift in 2012. Something huge happened, and since then, it's got larger and larger and larger. We are now in times where there's no turning back. Like I've said this before, we're all going up the elevator and we're all on different levels. And when you are going up that elevator, you will have people on the lower elevator trying to pull you back down again. You have to do it your way is the right way. And that's when you know. And it doesn't matter if you're right or you're wrong, because life's a journey, because this is school. This is school. So the reason why I'm talking to this wall tonight is because I feel information, what's going to start to come out over this year alone, is going to be crazy, guys. And you have to use your gut feelings to if this resonates with you or not. Just look at the latest stuff what's happened with Princess Catherine and other stuff what's out there. And you get people out there saying, oh, she's not here, or all this crazy information. And this is why I believe we are living in biblical times. We're all being tested. It's that snake, you see. The snake what's loose. Old Lucifer. He's on the loose. And it's not some being what's just going to turn up with big horns. It gets into people's minds. It's a mind psyops. This is why I've been saying to you all for ages, keep your feet firmly on the ground. Keep grounded. It does not stop your psychic abilities. If anything, it makes you see things clearer. We are programmed as spiritual beings, light workers, to be in this physical body. We chose this physical body. We can still operate on that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, even 11th dimension. But we have to be rooted in this body. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. We are the messengers. We have come here to be in this meat suit. And it's crucial that we get the whole at the jigsaw puzzle, not just the fragmented bits. We have to receive the right, correct information. It is school what we are in, and we are in the playground of truth and lies. Only you can decide. You use your heart, you use your feelings. It's like take yourself back to hear that child in the playground. You just know who the bully is. You feel it, don't you? It's not a knowing. You just know if there's day at school and the bully's in the playground. It's the same with information. You feel it. You don't listen to your mind. You listen to your heart. That's how you know. That's how we put the pieces to the jigsaw puzzle together. It's so complex, guys. And there's no ending to it. There's literally no ending to this great spiritual awakening. But my journey is that I'm here as the messenger. And there's no ending to the messages that I receive. I do not own this information. Spirit is giving me this information. This is why I put it out there. I put it out there to trigger for you to know. Some who know, some who don't know. I'm just talking to my wall. We are going to enter into times on earth where we are now becoming all telepathic, which is great. Great for the people who are around the right people. But for the ones who aren't around the right people, that could cause some wobbles. You see, being psychic does not make you perfect. You are just using a different part of your brain, what we always could do when we were cavemen. So when we start to telecommunicate, which we are now starting to do as a human race, we will also have to guard ourselves against the narcissists and the psychic vampires. And it comes down to boundaries. And again, to have your boundaries there, you need to be centered and grounded. Centered and grounded. Eat well, be around nature. Enjoy your life. Because if you are not centered and not grounded, and you have to have well body, well mind, well soul, to receive the correct information. It's like you're writing that book. You are writing your own story. It's your call. The information that is going to come onto world screens and into the truth communities. I hate saying truth because I don't believe it's truth. It's something that somebody labelled. Truth as whatever you want to call them. You have to do it your way. The information that is going to start rolling out is going to get far more crazier. Crazier. And I want to say that if you don't get a grip of your driving seat between now and September, you could get swallowed up in that crazy chute. You've come this far up your elevator, guys. Buckle up, get your seatbelt on, and take back control. This is my message tonight for you all. And it doesn't matter what is out there. Just do what resonates with you. But there is a snake on the loose who is going to attach to certain people, who is going to send out the craziest messages. And you have to be careful because it will not be true. Jesus said, be careful. Don't believe what is said to be true is true. I am getting this from Source tonight. You know it when you know it, because you feel it. And that's how you know that it is true. I hope you've enjoyed this little podcast. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, I'm just the girl what talks to the wall. Your psychic LG. Until the next time, take care. Goodbye. Be well. And may the force be with you all. Goodbye now.
Where am I? I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this astral travelling. I keep getting stuck in a cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck in my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, you know, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.